Hey guys, Captain here. My favorite ball design is back for more. Today, I'm bringing you guys a Lego Death Star. In fact, Bruce Lowell himself once designed a Lego Death Star really long ago and did manage to implement a trench. I kind of tried to reverse engineer it, and I think I may have done the inner workings a little differently, but for the most part, it's probably built the same way. And so I thought I'd show that off for you guys. Now, depending on when this will be uploaded, hopefully it'll be kind of timely with Rogue One coming out, but this might end up getting uploaded in October, so we'll see. But anyways, let's get started with the instructions. If you've seen the Pokeball videos, the core is the same principal design, and so it should be a pretty easy build. Alright, first let's build the core. Now, usually in Lowell Sphere designs, there isn't a core, it's usually just hollow. But with the Death Star, for the sake of creating the trench, I created a core, so it's really stable inside. You could make a thinner core so it's still a little bit hollow, but I don't really see the point of that. So what you'll do is you'll start with a 4x4 gray plate, stick some light gray bricks on it. You could go with dark gray if you really want, you could even go with black, but I think gray works well. And then another 4x4 gray plate on top. Obviously you could use something like 2x4 gray plates if you don't have 4x4s. In the center, I stuck a 2x2 jumper plate in also light gray. For laser, take one of these 1x2 hinge plates and stick a claw tile at the end. Stick a dish on the claw tile and place a light green lightsaber rod into the dish to act as the laser and angle it upwards slightly. And then you'll want to stick it onto our jumper plate and turn it about 45 degrees. For the Travis bricks on top, you'll have 3 Travis bricks standing there normally. And on the bottom, you'll want to attach 4 Travis bricks, but on their side. And then, this is pretty stable because we get to just attach faces to the Travis bricks, which is really nice. The Pokeballs sometimes have small stability issues because you've got these half faces held together by Travis bricks and thin air. So let's build the faces. Alright, for some of these we're going to build normal faces like you would for any Lowell Sphere creation. For some of these we're going to build slightly modified faces to accommodate for the Death Star laser. So we're going to want to make 3 of these kinds of half faces first, and then the way you do that is you take 2 light gray corner plates. By the way, I don't remember the piece counts for this creation, but for the most part in Lowell Spheres, it's 24 is the magic number, sometimes 12. And there might be some small modifications to make with that, with some 1x3 plates instead of 1x4, that kind of deal. But, you know, for the most part, I think 24 corner plates, 24 jumper plates is still what this uses. So if you're looking to build this, just acquire a lot of them. And then you'll want to hold those together with a 1x2 light gray plate. Stick jumpers out facing upwards from the top of these corner plates. I guess underneath the corner plates, but kind of the top side. And then aligned with that, some more 1x2 plates. And again, make that 3 times. And we're going to make a modified version of that face. Start again with 2 corner plates, hold them together with a 1x2. Like before, jumpers underneath. On one side, I'm going with the left side. Stick a vertically oriented 1x2 plate. And on the other side, you don't have to stick anything, but I'm just placing a 1x1 plate because I've had some lying around. Now for the other kind of normal half face, you're going to start with a 1x4 plate and stick 2 corner plates onto it. And then hold those together with a 1x2 plate like before. And then have jumper plates sticking out of the sides. And we're going to make a slightly modified version of this. Let's take our 2 corner plates, hold them together with a 1x2. Behind them place a 1x3 plate. We'll want to leave the gap on the left now, so that these faces can meet up like this. And again on the sides, jumper plates sticking out. For the bottom side, we're just going to make a normal Lowell sphere face. So the way you do this is you take a 2x2 plate and you stick corner plates underneath it. Notice for a half face, this is a 1x2 plate with 2 corner plates. So here we've got a 2x2 plate with 4 corner plates. And then underneath 2 of the sides, stick 1x4 plates. And underneath the other sides, jumpers. Alright, so now we're done with that face. We're going to make a slightly modified version of that. Start again with a 2x2 and 4 corner plates. The jumper plates are going to be the same, that kind of thing. But underneath one side we're going to place a 1x4, and underneath the other side we're going to place a 1x3 plate. And I think we have to make sure this aligns in a certain way. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Maybe we don't have to worry about that. Actually, yeah, I think you're going to need the 1x3 plate to kind of leave a hole in this bottom corner. Because I think if we had oriented the 1x3 going that way, and the 1x4 going the other way on the other side, we might have had a problem. So this is right here. And now what you'll do, you can stick this modified face on top. There we go, this slightly snapped into place. And this is easy to remove if this ever gets too loose, you know. You might want to support this a little bit with like another tile underneath somewhere. But then we can stick our other modified faces on the side. And they actually are not held in by anything more than the one Travis brick, so it can slide a little bit. But they won't have too much room to move with the when the other faces are in place. So it's not something to worry about. And then on the other side you'll want to place the same kind of faces you have for the top. So as you can see here, we've got the kind where the jumpers are going out to the side. So okay, that's what we'll put on the bottom half. You can stick a normal face all the way on the bottom already. And then now we just tile it up with normal faces. And these alternate. It should be kind of obvious which ones go where, because that's just what'll fit there. But also it'll make it look more like a sphere. This one, okay, there we go. Got it pressed into place. Put this here. Put this here. Okay, and the whole point of the core is that we create a nice little Death Star trench. If you just wanted to make a Death Star without a trench, simple. Just go for a gray Lowell sphere, but maybe still do some modifications in the top. It actually may be more difficult in making this core like I did. And if you're excited for Rogue One, you're seeing it near Christmas time, you can turn this into a simple Christmas ornament by adding one of these plates on top, or not a plate, but one of these pieces, and a little bit of festive string, you know, if you're the person who decorates a Christmas tree. So with that, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please rate, comment, subscribe, send this to your friends, check out my other videos, and I will see you guys next time.